Joining me now is Xavier Thillen, who is Head of Production and Digital Media Operations at BCE, Broadcasting Centre Europe, based here in Luxembourg. Xavier, welcome to Asteroid Day.
Hello, Lisa.
Now, BCE are huge supporters of Asteroid Day and have been for a long time. Firstly, tell us and the audience about BCE.
BCE is a European leader in media services covering the areas of radio, TV, production and telecommunication and IT.
And can you tell us also why it is that you support Asteroid Day?
Well, we are a Luxembourgish-based company and we have a public service role. And as Luxembourg is very heavily involved in all space industry or space resources industry. And as we have a public role, it is for us obvious that we are part of this Asteroid Day support, despite that we are as well very interested in the technology part of it.
And earlier you were very involved with something called Space Connects Us. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, that's interesting. As we all know today as well, we are connected just via video conference. And in March, when the confinement started, together with SES, came up the idea to talk to the astronauts and show the people, and especially as well for the kids during one whole day, how astronauts, they prepare for confinement, as they are sometimes even longer periods than we have been asked now to stay at home, living in confinement, and that was very interesting to see.
Yes, I mean, just thinking about the life of an astronaut, I think we have no clue almost what life must be like living as one up there on the International Space Station as such. And of course, we're all in confinement because of a virus. But if we think about risk management and what's hit the world without our knowledge, it could be the same with an asteroid. So tell us about your concept of risk management.
Yeah, concept of risk management. What I see in here is before March, nobody was even imagining that it could be one day that we stay in confinement. And for me, it is important that research does utmost in any direction that needs to go. And what we see here is at the beginning was quite difficult, but very fast video conferencing and so went on. And therefore, we encourage all research and development, and we're happy as well that the Luxembourg University program, they go into that direction to space engineering. They are doing some programs. And as you see, 3 months ago, nobody have thought that we could get hit so hard by a virus. And today, Asteroid Day, we show us as well that there are some other risks.
Yes, I mean, it's really interesting that we have all learned. I mean, in the past, through news, we've seen how terrible disasters like a tsunami, for example, can hit so many countries and even a couple of different continents. But really, COVID-19 has hit us, the world around. And I know that you, BCE, have been very involved with changing the way people think about the future from a telecommunications point of view. Tell us about your work with the Chambre des députés, which is effectively the government here in Luxembourg.
Yeah, as well, the Chambre des députés, they had, for confinement reasons, they were too narrow, all the deputies next to each other. So we moved them to a bigger building where we set up a production infrastructure in very short time to be able to broadcast to the audience again. And this was done now in combination of hybrid production, so that not all deputies are able, if they are not able to come due to confinement, to take place in the plenary hall. They can connect via video conference, and then we produce out of that one whole program to be broadcasted and streamed publicly.
And so, of course, a lot of your work, a lot of the work of SES is incredibly connected with space. Have you got a final message for our viewers?
But my final message, as the last years as well, is that most of the audience is technology interested, and so I wish them that they will learn few new things, interesting things about the space, and wish them a happy Asteroid Day.
Happy Asteroid Day.